Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Nigal Toto, Madam CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it true and real. The Striker today, we're going to look at why President Ruto actually is going to be one-term president come 2027 if actually he doesn't change any tactic or if anything doesn't change between now and 2027. And in so doing, actually, I first want us to look at a statement by one Oscar Sudi, who said this: I have seen people whom we removed from office talking ill about the president. President Ruto, nobody should threaten you. Have you ever seen a country where president serves for one term? They will jump up and down, but in the end, everything will be okay. President has remained with 8 years before packing his luggage and leaving the chance for someone else. So literally, yeah, Sudi was saying that President Ruto will rule for 10 years. And according to Sudi, actually, President Ruto now is remaining with 8 years of ruling Kenya before he gives that chance to anybody. And they did say that umewaiona Kenya hii president akienda term moja. And they say that all these ulaba laws that you will go home in 2027 are just threats. But in today's discussion, actually, I want to differ with Oscar Sudi and give you 5 good points as to why I feel President Ruto is going to be a single or a one-term president in Kenya. Perhaps the one who is going to start that trend is going to set history as being the first president actually who has served for only one term. And maybe a reminder to Oscar Sudi before we even talk about this is that while it has not happened in Kenya, it has happened in other African countries. Look at Botswana, etc. It has happened. And even the wave of democratization that came in Kenya in 1992, it did not start in Kenya. It had started somewhere else. It was impressed in Kenya. So ukiona mwenzako akinyolewa, hata wewe tia chako maji. So before we embark into this discussion as to why I feel President Ruto is going to be as a one-term president, if you are new to this channel, welcome home, karibu nyumbani. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time we're uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and comment on our videos. Tell us on the next theme that actually we're going to discuss. Now, some of you have reached out telling me, Madam CS, do you think President Ruto is going to win in 2027 through the ballot? Do you think he's going to be a single-term president? Now, from the political circles, honestly, I just feel like in the information I'm getting from my friend is that actually President Ruto is going to be a single-term president if it doesn't change tactic and change things as they are right now. So these are the reasons as to why I feel President Ruto is going to be a single or a one-term president. Number one, Ruto is in a panic mode. And this panic mode actually is making him do a lot of harm and a lot of political mistakes that continue to lower his popularity and the trust among the people. When, for example, Ruto sees Gen Zs making cartoons, calling him Kasongo, Sakayo in the media, then we start seeing abductions that are linked to him actually. He's doing more harm to himself when he comes out and sends the likes of Sud actually to threaten people and telling people that the abductions will continue, those boys deserve to be disciplined, etc. Is doing more harm to himself. Like, he's in panic mode. Everything that is spoken against him, he sees it as a very big deal and ends up like to counter it, but in the process of countering it, he makes more harm. For example, he was called Kasongo and then young people were abducted, and out of that it became a rage. People even went to the streets. People started framing him the mountain in Embu. For the first time we saw Embu organizing mandamano on its own, where other counties are not doing it. So you realize that his panic mode is wondering, will I be in this position? This panic mode is sending him actually to do more harm to himself and than doing good. And this same panic mode is sending him to work with the people he said he was never going to work with. Remember the likes of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Remember the likes of Raila. Now the people are like, but you told us you cannot work with these people. You told us these are the problem in our country. So why are you working with the problem? So it is lowering his popularity. And I'm meant to understand that people no longer actually do what? Trust him. And because of this panic mode, is going to continue doing more harm than good to himself. Number two, it is the allies around President Ruto. You know, the political allies around President Ruto. The likes of Valuku Kibet, the likes of Oscar Sudi, the likes of Juneti Mohammed, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, whenever they have an opportunity to speak, the likes of Hassan Ichoho, who actually came to the government the other day, whenever they have an opportunity to speak, they are making things worse for the president. You can imagine the likes of Juneti Mohammed saying that actually the internet should be limited to Kenyans. This is the freedom that Kenyans had fought for a long time, and they have been granted by the Kenyan constitution. And then your friends are saying that to protect you as the president, they have to do what? To limit internet freedom. The likes of Oscar Sudi are saying if they are given the position of a CS interior for 3 days, vijana wangekuwa wameona moto. You know, the likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, who are actually telling Kenyans kama utapendezwa na President Ruto ama Kenya. So literally, the people around him actually are making him an enemy of the people more. You understand? So from where I stand, if this continues, by the time we reach 2027, nobody will want even to hear the word Ruto. Not because of himself, but because of the people around her. The likes of Kimani Ichung'wah, the way they are trashing everybody, talking a lot of abuse and threatening Kenyans. The likes of Kipchumba Murkomen, who flashes golden, you know, and very expensive watches around and belts and telling Kenyans that it's their weakness. You understand? So that is also another reason I think Ruto is going to be a one-term president if we actually go through the parrot way. Number three, it is tough economy and unfulfilled promises. When President Ruto was campaigning in 2022, honestly, everybody thought that this is a Jesus Christ who is going to reparate us. You know, he's going to be a Moses moving us from all the way to Egypt to Canaan. But all the things that he was saying when he was actually rebuking, when he was campaigning, are the same thing that he's doing. Remember, it was like, money is mtakuwa na pesa mfukoni, it is the government of Mama Mboga, mtu wa boda boda, bottom up approach, we are going to empower the people. But when you look at it right now, there's no such empowerment. There's a lot of unfulfilled promises. Unfulfilled promises in the name that taxes continue to be implemented every day in Kenya. Right now, they are thinking of even actually increasing NSSF deductions as from April from those people who are employed. There is the housing project, which actually we don't know is going to benefit much of it. And it does not make sense to the common citizen who is sleeping angry. Then there is the shift, which we don't even know whether we are in the right direction or not. The education system in the country is in limbo. People don't know where their students are going to start studying, because as at the time schools are opening, some schools don't even have grade 9 classes. Then we have a whole lot of unemployed people in the country. You know, unemployment is at its high level. You know, we are informed, promised of jobs, but there's a lot of unemployment. Forget about the Ulapa law that they are doing, like they are taking people to the outside the country. So you realize that there's stalled projects, there's a lot of taxation, the education is in limbo, there's unemployment, a lot of it. And if it continues like this, then it will become more popular. And Kenyans have every reason actually, if the parrot's going to work effectively, then in 2027 is going to be a one-term president. Number three, it's about corruption and the forced projects. You know, we have corruption, money getting lost every day, and then people are being forced into things they don't want. For example, people are being forced into animal vaccinations, and the people are asking, why are you concerned about my animals? It's my animals, you understand? And they have not been actually educated well or made aware of why they need those vaccinations and everything. And they are being threatened, you must vaccinate yours or else. You know, when you start threatening people, they ask themselves, is this thing actually good or wrong? Then there's the forced shift migration. Whether you like it or you have to migrate. You don't even have to listen to public participation. And we have seen cases whereby some people are saying it has not worked for them. They are stranded. They have to remove money from their pockets to take care of hospital bill, the housing project that I spoke about previously. We have houses being constructed. We are being told tumetengeneza kazi ya vijana 20,000. The houses are ready to be occupied, etc. But who has occupied them? Like, ni Mkenya mgani atatoka aseme mimi nimeoccupy hiyo nyumba? So there's a lot of a lot of forced projects, and there are a lot of corruption, and therefore people are not happy. Number 3, enmity. Number 5 is enmity with Gen Z. The greatest mistake that President Ruto has actually done is to have enmity with Gen Z. Enmity in this way, during Azimio maandamanas aliwachapa. During the finance bill, they were called terrorists. They were killed. Others were maimed. You know, they were hurt. And then now, the abduction of Gen Zs. The young generation is not happy with President Ruto because these people are educated but unemployed. Everything they see tax going up, there are no jobs being created for them. And therefore, being the youngest, being the vibrant and young people in the country, if they decide to go and actually take votes, all register as voters, all of them, and then they go to the ballot in 2027, actually President Ruto will go home very early in the morning. And then there is actually something to do with the opposition. Ruto is going to face a very strong opposition coalition in 2027, and the people is going to meet actually are the people who have been trusted, who are popular, people who have proved that they can lead better. Look at somebody like Natembeya, look at somebody like Fred Matiang'i, look about the Morara Kebaso and his farm by dialysis. He has facts. When he comes to talk, he talks with facts. You understand? Look at the people like Okiya Omtatah, somebody who has been fighting for the Kenyans' rights ever since. So the kind of coalition that is going to face if this opposition comes together in 2027, it's not a coalition that you will just, you know, walk in the park. It's going to be a very serious coalition. And with all this, I just feel if Ruto does not reduce the taxes, if he doesn't, you know, go back to his manifesto book and start working on it, in 2027, Oscar Sudi will be surprised that President Ruto is going to be a one-term president. Those are my opinions. What are yours? Let me hear them in the comment section below. Remember to like, share, and comment on our videos. Subscribe, and yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.